turnaround needed for the likes of West Ham United and Rangers, of course, as they try to make it through past the Germans to the Europa League final. Can they do it? We'll take a little look next. Giving another prediction video today. We look forward to the 2021-2022 Europa League semi-final second legs, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe to keep banging today. All things Europa League related, Blackburn related, world football related. We go here, boys. Under one roof. That's right, West Ham and Rangers have got it all to do. Both sides, both British sides are trailing heading into the second legs, of course, coming at you this week, of course. But who will actually make it to the Europa League final? We'll take a look at it, all of it, in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the Patreons, boys. If you are interested in joining the Patreon, check out the link down below, patreon.com/overseas. But anyway, what we're going to do is, of course, jump down right here, of course, into the old vortex and have a look at how we all got on last round in, of course, the Predickaroonies, which, of course, was the first leg. So here are the... Whoa, go back. I want to see it. There we go. Look at the bad boys. These were the clubs that, of course, made up the knockout stages. Of course, we've said goodbye to a whole host of them. Red Star Belgrade, Braga no longer with us, Monaco, Bayer Leverkusen gone, Atalanta, of course, and the Spartak Moscow, of course, on that side of the bracket. Meanwhile, on the flip side, we've got Sevilla. They're no longer there. Of course, Lyon, Porto, Barcelona, Galatasaray, Real Betis, and Eintracht Frankfurt are, of course, still there. Of course, these were the quarterfinals. Of course, Rangers sidestepped Braga. Atalanta were crashed out by Leipzig, with West Ham taking out Lyon on the road. Remember that, of course, Barcelona are out as well. So that set up these semi-finals. Of course, we've already had the first legs. And, of course, the first leg between the first one over here, over in Germany. It was in fact, it was in Germany. It was actually a 1-0 win for Leipzig over Rangers, actually, remember the 3-0 win. So damage limitation, you would imagine, for Rangers. And definitely still in this match. For this one, of course, it's bringing it back to Scotland. Got a chance for them to maybe raise their own standards a little bit and, of course, claw their way back into the game. As for West Ham, of course, I did anticipate a win over in London. However, they did lose 2-1 in the end over in London, which means they've got to do it all over again in Germany and do what they did in Lyon, of course, and, of course, have a big away win to make it go through, of course. So, anyway, that sets up nicely, of course, evenly poised. I think... Yes, of course, if the Frankie boys can win in London, then I do anticipate the West Ham to raise their game when they come to Germany, of course, in a very, very spicy looking semi-final. But, of course, let's take a look at how you guys got on then, shall we, of course? Take a bloody bow. Just Winky there. He got them both right, 100% for him. And, of course, big shout out to the patrons who do kick ass and take in names as well. What's that done to the table? Has it done anything? It's not done much. As Max Sangari with 69 points up there. GA15 is up there as well. Jordan with Shane O'Donnell. And maybe even Vinny Hong still in the mixer there to win this, of course, prediction league. Only 3 points left on the horizon, so you got to be faultless, Vinny Hong, and upwards to basically take out Max Sangari at the time being. Let's take a look at, of course, the next round of matches, which basically is the reverse of what we've just done. But if you want to get involved, cut/Europa Picks. That's the way to do it. So here we go, kicking off all with Rangers up against RB Leipzig. Of course, Rangers were in action earlier today in, of course, the Glaswegian derby, of course, again. Rangers coming to this on the back of back-to-back games now without a win. 75% form, of course. Just one defeat though in the past 6 games heading into this match. Up against the Leipzig side, of course, just one defeat past 6 for them. 83% form. Of course, their biggest win, Leipzig over Rangers, was in fact, they've played each other twice before. One was a friendly, so it doesn't really count. But in that friendly, it was a 4-0 win way back when in January 2017 in Germany. That's right. Meanwhile, of course, Rangers did pick up a draw against Celtic. That was today. Prior to that, of course, it was the 1-0 loss against Leipzig. Meanwhile, Leipzig picked up a win over they actually lost to Union Berlin back on the 23rd of March. It must be in action tonight because I've not seen the result here, so they must be playing right here, right now, as we speak, of course. But take a look for the match for this one over in Scotland, over in Glasgow. 14-5 is your Rangers for the victory here. 13-5 is your 11-10 on is your, of course, your Leipzig. They are favoured to win this game over 90 minutes as well. So I do anticipate a bit of a response here from Rangers here heading into this match. Of course, I'm actually going to back these for the upset. Going to go with a 2-1 win on the night, which of course will make it 2-2 on aggregate. And I've gone with Rangers at home with a penalty victory to go through to their first European final in a long, long time. I don't know the year, but I'm sure they've been there before in the past. Correct. Let me know down below when, of course, they were last at a final. But I do have them there, of course, with a chance for them to win some European glory and maybe make it to the group stages of the Champions League. for next season. So a big result that would be for Rangers. Who will they join, though, of course, in the final? Take a look at it. Then show Eintracht Frankfurt up against West Ham over at the Commerzbank Arena, coming at you on the 5th of May as well. Now, these two sides have played just the one time. It was a reverse fixture. Of course, Frankie coming to this 1-2, lost 2, and drawn 2 over the last 6. That's 50% fault for them. Of course, there's just one win in the last 3 for them. I guess the West Ham side have lost 3 on the bounce and have just 1 win in 6. They've had to hit the skids at the wrong time, including a result earlier today, which was a 2-1 loss to Arsenal. Meanwhile, Frankie, again, I don't know if they're in action tonight, but of course their last match, according to my eyes right now, was that 2-1 win over West Ham back on the 28th of April. Now, the odds here, 29-20 is your Frankie. Of course, they are favoured at home. 9-4 is your draw. 15-8 is your West Ham. Now, West Ham have got some good players, but they have also got some players on the injury list, which, of course, have hampered their performance in the Premier League right here, right now. So I do think it's going to be a bit of a struggle for them to raise their game, but they are decent enough to give Frankfurt a run for the money. I don't think they're going to do it, though. I think it will be Frankie to make it through. I think I'm going with a draw on the road here for West Ham. One more draw in the end, which will be a 3-2 win for Frankie to take on the Scottish outfit in a final in the Europa League. Goodness gracious me, and both of this two sides there. Of course, Frankie coming at you from the Bundesliga, nowhere near the Champions League sort of positions, and of course Rangers at the moment looking like they're going to be runners up in Scotland and will have to go through a lot of pre-qualifying games to get through to the actual Champions League. But this, a result here in the Europa League final, if it goes their way, of course, will be into the group stages, of course, in the Champions League. But that's what I think about, of course, this. What about the odds then for the bookies for this one? Then I've got to go with 11-1 is your Rangers. Even at the stand, they're coming into this with a loser, with a deficit. They have to turn that game around. But 11-1 is, of course, ambitious for Rangers. I think it's worth a punt, maybe, if you want to put a 10p bet on it to make yourself a couple of quid or a quid in a bit. West Ham are actually third favourites, 5-1. Got a lot of work to do as well. And it looks like, according to the bookies, there'll be a double German final with, of course, Frankfurt up against Leipzig. So I've got 11-1 Rangers, 5-1 West Ham, 5-2 Frankie, and 11-8 on Leipzig are red hot favourites with just that 1 goal lead from Germany. They've got to go to Scotland to get a result, and I don't think it's going to happen. I do see Rangers upsetting the apple cart here, and of course putting the Scottish outfit into the final. If you want to get involved with your own picks, Cutley/Europa picks is the way to do it. Please smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check the links down below. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, also Patreon. But of course, make sure you give it some love and smash the thumbs up. It does wonders for the algorithm. It gets out there, of course, gives some love to the channel, and hopefully gets shown to some new eyes who might like it themselves. But that is it, guys. Until I do appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Also, I'll see you soon for the final, whenever that is. But until then, boys, we're done right now.